Now, with regard to book reviews and books on Himalayan art, there's a lot of different categories. There's museum catalogs, there's exhibition catalogs, private collection catalogs. But a category that's really quite important is publications that deal with a particular style or a particular tradition of art. And with this book we're going to talk about now, um, that's what it is. It's two things. It's talking about a specific style, but within a specific Buddhist tradition of Tibet. And the publication is called Taklung Painting, A Study in Chronology. It was done by Jane Casey, and it was published out of Serindia Publications in 2023. And there were some there was transliteration of inscriptions. A lot of it was done by Liao Yang. And this was a publication that really took decades to work on because it is so thorough. Taklung is a tradition of Kagyu within Kagyu. It's one of the many different Kagyu traditions to come down from Marpa and Milarepa. And early on, they had a very distinctive painting style that was that Tibetans referred to as Indian painting style. And what they were especially accomplished in was portraits of the lineage teachers. And the first teacher of Taklung is Taklung Tongpa Chempo. He lived 1180 to 1210, founded Taklung Monastery. And then after him was a series of lineage teachers and abbots who passed on the traditions. And there was always paintings and multiple paintings, portrait paintings done for each of these teachers. And this was originally in central Tibet. Now, some of these paintings were then done in eastern Tibet during a time of political turbulence. And then they also established a monastery in East Tibet called Rinpoche. Now, this needs to be referred to as Kham Rinpoche and not to be confused with Rinpoche in Sang province, which was established by Tongtong Gyalpo in the 15th century. So there's two different Rinpoches. There's Sang Rinpoche and then there's Kham Rinpoche. So we're talking about Kham Rinpoche. Now, this book and the work that Jane Casey has done is essentially to collect all of the known Taklung paintings in the world and to search out others in Tibet and to document them, and then to document the inscriptions, and then to put them into a chronology. So this is a very large publication, 2 volumes, and it has the first volume is introduction, of course, then a catalog of the paintings and talking about what the paintings are, identifying the characters, the figures, be it a single portrait per composition, 2 portraits, and at least in one occasion, 3 or more portraits. Then volume 2 is really looking at the inscriptions on the back and identifying the names of the portrait figures on the front, and then looking at any other information such as who might the artist be and where it might have been done, and looking at what painting ateliers certain paintings can be grouped into. So this is just a tremendous amount of work. Also, the first volume has full page images of the paintings. Second volume has full page essentially of the verso of the paintings, so that you can read the inscriptions if you in fact read Tibetan. So this is a monumental work, and if you're interested at all in early Indian paintings of Tibet, or specifically the Taklung Kagyu tradition, then this book is an absolute essential in your toolkit for doing research. So we'll leave it there. You can press like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon. We've put up, I think, 3 or 4 videos in the past week up on on Patreon, along with other information. And then you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.